Welcome viewers, this is AVVA the Savage here with the first Furry Draws and Fur-lapse video. My fursona, aka character representation of myself, is of a blue honey badger with an afro. I chose that animal because they're savages in the wild. And I promote savagery. Let's just get through this. Also, it looked fun to draw, so I drew it. The footage that you're watching right now consists of me drawing the banner for the channel. Today I will be discussing the goal of said channel, but first let me provide some background about myself. On December 5th, 2015, I attended the Midwest Furfest convention in Rosemont, Illinois. I currently attend art school in Chicago for comics and animation, so I heard about the nearby convention via a friend of mine that week. At first, I didn't really think anything of it at the time, but after an argument with someone over me being a furry cause my comic book characters are anthropomorphic animals, I took the train the next day to go out of spite. At first, I didn't want to be associated with the fandom because I stereotypically viewed furries as perverts in costumes that got drunk at raves. I wanted to absolve myself of accusations for being one of them by going to the convention to prove it. Also, my morbid curiosity got the better of me. To be honest, I thought that the whole day was going to be a cringe fest, but I was surprised to find out that the event was just like Comic-Con. Instead of people in Deadpool costumes, there were fursuiters in custom neon wolf costumes, and they were honestly a minority. Most people didn't have a costume, mainly because they cost over $2,000 a pop, and fursuits are for performance artists such as dancers that do it professionally or as a hobby with their friends who like to pose for photos. Some fursuiters do have sex in their fursuits, but that's a minority of them and they do it behind closed doors so they're not hurting anyone. It was a family event with children present, so I can't conceive of them doing it in the open despite what I stereotypically believed. Also, they must have washed really thoroughly or kept a backup suit for that stuff because no one stunk, which surprised me. I have been in lines at Comic-Con and anime conventions where a sweaty person, not even in costume, would make me nauseous due to their odor. But somehow a fursuiter and layers of cloth magically smelled okay to my sensitive nose. Maybe I was lucky, or maybe fursuiters are more conscientious about their hygiene due to social stigma, about them being sweaty freaks in costumes, but I can't say for certain. They weren't freaks, just nerds. Normal day-to-day nerds that enjoyed talking animal cartoons more than anime or video games. There were adult male nerds, female nerds, children nerds, and senior citizen nerds roaming around the hotel. I met a few great artists and comic publishers. The panels that I attended were super insightful. I learned about editing your writing for comics, how to build a legit portfolio to apply to design for a company, how to pursue publishing your books, legal advice for how to protect your art online, and etc. Something that never occurred to me came up during the writing panel, about how you should maintain your furry character's animal personality as well as their human one so they're not just bland humans with tails. If I just avoided furries and stuck with the social stigma, then I would have never learned the insight that I did in those panels that helped me improve as a comics creator. There was this big artist auction in this whole separate section of the building where people could bid on prints and sculptures made by furry artists who entered online. The stuff in there blew me away, and if I could have turned back time in order to enter my art, I would have. People's $20 bids rose to about $200 in under an hour, and it was insane. This revelation of the strong, supportive community who would be willing to dish out so much cash for furry art convinced me to join the fandom. Not just the money, but also the fact that there's this audience that exists who could potentially like my comics made me want to pursue being a furry artist. Back to the goal of the channel. I made this channel to redeem myself for not completing my studio finals to the best of my ability. My animation final looked shitty, and my comic final was nowhere near completion. I technically passed those classes, because the grading system in art school is different from a traditional four-year college. There aren't letter grades, we just get credit on handing something in, and I met the passing requirements on minimum effort. This was one of my largest regrets of 2015, and I want to start 2016 off on the right foot by working hard to finish my projects to the best of my ability. I figured that I'd multitask by uploading videos of my progress in order to improve my comics and network online at the same time. So the goal of this channel is to work hard, and even if nobody watches these videos, I'm still committed to that ideal. Future videos might include me inking my comics or doing something related to film or even animation with me narrating a topic. Expect another video in a few days as classes start to begin. Suggestions for future videos are always welcome. Please leave a comment about it below. If it's positive feedback, I'll look into it, or even if it's a hate comment, all I have to say in retort is thank you for spending time out of your day to watch my furry video. You give me the reason to push myself further. Oh God. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow my links in the description below for more art and to motivate me to work harder. Peace.